Hi, everybody. Let's see. Wow, we've already got some people in the room. Hi, Rose. Hi, Bora Bora. Hi, Karina. How are y'all doing tonight? Everybody can hear me okay? I'm not blasting them out of the room or so low that you can't hear me. Oh, my goodness. What a week. I don't know. Did y'all have a crappy week like me? Could have been better. Then again, it could have been worse. So, might as well just leave well enough alone. So, I don't know where everybody lives at, but have any of y'all been able to see the aurora borealis lights? Um, Evidently, I think it's because of the solar flares and stuff we've been having. They're like the lights are being seen a lot further south. Hi, Gemstone. Um, I know Linda G posted a picture earlier today on her community page of the lights over the San Francisco Bay Bridge. Talk about beautiful. Absolutely. Hey, cut that out. Lay down. Don't you tear up my pillow. Finally let him up on the bed and he's not happy with where I want to lie. Hey Marina, how you doing? And you want to join me? You up for it? I don't know about y'all, but I took out. Listen, biatch. Wake up, kick ass, repeat. Inner F and peace. And the Rebel deck. I'm in one of those moods tonight. You know what I mean? All righty. And Barbara, I'm wearing the necklace her husband made for me. And I'm wearing the shirt that she made for me. It says Voices from the Swamp. Isn't that nice? I love it. It's very comfortable too. So I told you I was going to wear it tonight, Barbara. So sure enough. Okay, Marina, let me send you the link. Hang on. You know what, Marina? I'm going to stick it in the chat. I don't feel like having to open up the other thingy and email it to you. It's in the chat. Jump in when you're ready. And in fact, I'll put my earbuds in with. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I know Linda had posted a picture. I think it was taken last night of the aurora borealis. Hi, Coyote. Over the Bay Bridge there in San Francisco. Really, really pretty. Really pretty. And I've seen a lot of other people posting pictures. Kevin Loving Vibrations. Yeah, I think he had up a couple of pictures too. Well, thank you, Barbara. I think so too. They said in our little paper here, there she is, the lady of the hour.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, they were saying in our local news this morning that might be able to, that the lights were showing as far south as South Louisiana, but I didn't see anything when I went out and looked. So
it's overcast here. Wouldn't you know it? It's overcast.
Yeah, the last 2 nights it's been overcast here at night. Like it's going to rain, but then there's no rain.
Yeah,
exactly. And so it's like, damn it.
Exactly. Hey, everyone.
Oh, my goodness. Hi, Miss Tarot D. There's my sweetheart. And Joe and Debbie. And so, Miss Tarot D, we got to make a date, darling. You need to come back on again.
Hey, Carla Grace, Debbie Joyce.
We got lots of folks popping in the room already.
Gemstone. How you
I've already got 17 people here. They were waiting for me. When I clicked on it, it was like, whoa, there's already people here. Wow.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Oh, my goodness. All right, you got it, darling. I'm going to email you tomorrow. I'm going to write a note so I don't forget to email you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or it'll go like right out of my head.
Yeah, totally.
So what you did today? Didn't you do a show with Colleen today?
Did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real Psychics of YouTube. That was fun. That was fun.
So I was doing something, and by the time I realized y'all were on, it was over. I was like, damn it, I missed it. So
it's
been
fun
one of
to
those
do
days.
it the way that the show runs, where you don't ask questions. We're just doing reading basically for the collective, but there's something in there that a
Or
lot of
somebody
people can pick up on and say, hey, that's me. You're talking about me. So
like doing a three card draw that, you know, that just you read card 1, card 2, card 3, and
yeah.
hi Joe, hi Linda, hi Kathy G. Oh wow, we got 20 people here.
Yeah, lots of folks.
Lots of folks. Hey Clarence. And
why aren't you people in bed?
and asleep.
Yeah. What's wrong with y'all?
Oh my goodness. Instead, y'all up like me. And I told Barbara, I don't know if you saw it, I wore this shirt that she made.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the necklace. Her husband makes jewelry. Native American jewelry. It's malachite.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes.
I've worn this like every day this week. Every time I've worn it, I've gotten compliments on it. Where did you get that necklace? Oh, that's so nice.
It's an original, and no, you.
There you go. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, I gotta put that one up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. People are gonna see that in the replay and they go, oh my God, Sherry showed her boobs.
Yeah. What kind of show is this?
It's this kind of show tonight.
It's
so y'all just behave.
It's that kind of show.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, happy Sunday afternoon, Joe. You're already a day ahead of us now.
Yes. Yeah. And yeah, happy early Mother's Day to all the mamas.
That's right. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas in the chat. And all the daddies that have to be mama in the chat.
Yes, that too.
I think your single parents ought to qualify for both holidays, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. I could have sworn I just saw somebody else in here. I must be losing my mind. It wouldn't surprise me. Charlene. I did see another name in here. Hi, Charlene. Yeah. You're a new name. Welcome.
Yes, absolutely.
Yay, yay, yay. And y'all also TY.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'm like, huh? My brain is not with it. You tell it was we had commencement on Friday. And the beginning of the week was turning in final grades, and then it was a couple of days of students coming by to try to find the faculty because their grade wasn't high enough or whatever. And it's like, yeah, dude, you should have dealt with that before the semester was over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of late now.
Yeah, totally. Oh,
and of course, the minute finals, as soon as final grades get turned in, the faculty disappear. They're not there, and they're the only ones that can do a change of grade.
Yeah,
is you have to go to that professor and have that professor change it. They're gone. Like the minute they turn in there, if they even show up on Mondays, usually they just do it remotely now. They turn in the grades and that's it. You don't see them until fall semester starts.
That's right. They're done. Oh, Amber,
Oh,
I'm,
and
I'm
they
sorry
flee
you're
to.
having issues. That's too bad.
Who's having issues? Oh,
Gemstone
Gemstone.
Rhapsody. Yeah, with the ear
Oh,
issues causing vertigo. Ah,
well,
and you're
I live with
setting up in your
vertigo, but
new home. Oh my gosh, do tell. Do tell. Where are
oh,
you?
yeah. Where did you move?
Yeah,
Where, when, why, how, what? You got to fill us in. Spill the deets.
that's right. Because you know what we don't hear from you as a fact, we're just going to make up.
And we can make some shit up, believe me. We all have very active imaginations.
Yes. And
Hi,
gemstones,
honey.
they could very well be. Yeah, they could very well be. There's a lot of energy with the solar flares. Stuff coming up
My
like
back has been on fire all week
yes.
long.
Yes.
Horrible. I mean, twice as painful as normal.
Yes.
Hi, Lisa Ann. Happy Mother's Day to you too.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh,
this I don't know what it is. It's just the energy is shifting, and it's like, wow, my back has really been killing me this week.
yeah.
And of
Are
course
you
nothing wants to work right. Computers freaking out everywhere.
yeah. And are you finding that you've had like the childhood issues, trauma shit coming up out of the blue?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely. All week
Yes.
long is like, okay, wait a minute. I don't want to have to deal with that crap now. That's over with.
Yeah, either that
And
or I've
or
already
weird
dealt with this.
dreams. Yeah,
Yes.
weird dreams. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. So if any of
This
you
stuff
are
is fucking with us really
experiencing the
bad.
same thing, yeah, it's
I'm
that.
in jail, so I can curse now.
Yeah.
Lisa intuitive, intuitive spirit, whichever
Yeah.
way she says it. She's in jail right now too. They
No.
demonetized her for supposedly not doing original stuff. And she's like, all I do are live streams. How can it not be
Yeah.
original?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, that's what I said. She said, and they wanted to know how I edit. And I was like, I don't edit. I was like, yeah, that's what I said.
Exactly.
They got the appeal came back. No, they denied my appeal. And they said that I didn't show them my process for filming and editing and script writing for my shows. And I very clearly said in the video, I don't edit because I don't know how. So I don't know how to show you
read
what I don't know
tarot.
how
How
to
do you
do.
script that?
Yeah, and I do live streams, so it's not scripted. It's whatever question I get asked is what I'm answering on. I said I might write down bullet points if I'm doing a show and we're going to cover a particular topic, and then I'll make like bullet points so I don't forget everything. I said, but I don't write a script. I don't follow a script. And I said, as far as my filming process goes, there's a camera on top of my computer, and I sit down in front of it and turn it on.
Yeah.
Voila, filming.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So I have no clue. I don't know. And evidently, according to Lisa, there's been several people have been hit with this.
Wow.
So I don't know what is up with YouTube, but somebody told me that they weren't making enough money off of the simulcasting and everything, because that's what they're dinging me for now. It's like the very first thing was on a promo that I did over 2 years ago. And I played a clip of Christmas music that I got off of their safe list that they said was safe to use. And I'm like, okay, you give us a list of music that you tell us is safe to use, and we don't have to worry about being demonetized, but that's the one that you're going to show me that broke the rules. So I don't get it. And then everything they've sent me since then to nitpick has been a simulcast. So I've been having to go back through all of my shows, and if it's one that I didn't host, go in and change the title to say simulcast on it. So I'm like, okay, y'all are getting ridiculous here. I mean, and I told him that in the video. I said, if simulcasting is the issue, I said, then perhaps you should.
Problem is with you.
Yeah, then perhaps you should let the content creators know, hey, simulcasting, you can't monetize if you simulcast. I said, because I do live streams and I do collaborations with other readers.
Yeah.
And we all simulcast at the same time. So I don't know what else to do. Somebody else suggested maybe just set it, don't set it as public when I'm simulcasting and just let it record and then do it as a premiere after the show would be over. And I said, well, I guess that's one way to do it, but that's a lot of damn work.
That kind of defeats the purpose of a simulcast.
Thank you. Or of doing a live stream.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow.
If you're going to do a recording and then do a premiere, that's one thing. But it's like, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't get it. So
no, I mean, that's the way we used to do it before, right?
Yeah.
Before they had the simulcast and they made that available. Well, if it's not working for them, then maybe that's something that they should look at. It's not, not
our fault. Yeah.
No, there's a good number of people that have moved over to TikTok, and I think I understand why.
Yeah.
I mean,
or Patreon. It's because I'm thinking about instead of waiting their 3 to 6 months to try to do memberships here, I think I'm going to go ahead and just set it up on Patreon. I have a page. I just haven't made it active yet.
Yeah.
Because it was like things were rolling along with YouTube. I was like, I don't need to, do that extra step. But now I'm thinking, okay, I might have to go ahead and if that's the case, I'll just leave all the paid stuff over on Patreon and screw YouTube.
Yeah. Wow.
So
what? Yeah, it doesn't seem. Oh, Teacher Barbara says, how do you make money on here? Yeah, I'll tell you when we get there.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I make on YouTube doesn't even cover my internet. Never mind anything else that
I've made under $300 in 3 years.
Wow.
And it's like, it's not like I'm making a ton of money here, It's Kane.
Yeah,
what?
because whatever
go see Daddy.
Whatever you might make, and especially like, when you guys are being, super nice and super generous and you do the super chat and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we only get a percentage of that.
Yeah, they keep like 40% of it.
Yeah. So
35, 40%. It's like, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I usually like the
come get your baby, please.
Yeah, I like the PayPal donation because you know what? Yeah, when you send me $5 through PayPal, I get $5.
Exactly. Or Venmo. I have come and get him, please. He's driving me batshit crazy over here. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're trying to run a show. What the hell? Jeez.
Kane, go with him. Oh yeah, he's being a pain in the butt today. And I just took him out, so I don't know what his issue is. Anyway, squirrel. Yeah, I mean, I've just started putting in there, like, I got it. My stuff is in the description box below. You can go to Venmo or PayPal, and if you want to donate to help support, then Just
Yeah.
do a direct donation. At least I
Yeah.
get all of it, you know.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah,
but
exactly. And then it's not okay, I guess this is going to be let's trash YouTube night because
they're
yeah,
gonna wind up losing money off of this, doing this crap.
I think so. And do you need to, Karina, do you need to have PayPal to donate? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, I think
I
you
think you do in Venmo, but you don't in PayPal.
Yeah.
I
you
think
can
you
just
can,
whatever.
Yeah, because PayPal was originally set up as a small business function for small businesses to be able to take payments from people that didn't necessarily have a company, you know. So, because I know I joined PayPal way back when it first started in like 2000, 2001, when PayPal first started. I was like one of the first batch of people that jumped on it. I didn't know what it was, but it sounded good to me, so I signed up. And then when they switched it to you had to pay a fee if you did a business account as opposed to a personal account. For those of us that already had accounts, we got grandfathered in. We didn't have to pay that fee. So I've got a business account. I mean, if you go to my PayPal, it says Hinkel Family Enterprises or something, or Hinkel Enterprises. I don't remember. It's my last name. Because I know the first couple of times people went over there, they were like, "Is that you?" Oh, yeah, that's me. So,
and the other thing I'll tell you guys about the super chats and whatnot is you give us a super chat today, we're not going to see that until probably not June, but maybe in July.
YouTube doesn't send you any money until you go over the $100 mark.
Yeah.
And then they'll send you a check. And then it starts counting over again. And you don't get another check until it goes over that $100 mark. And so, you can go months and months and months without seeing anything, you know. And I don't know what their issue is, but they're screwing themselves is what they're doing. Because there are other platforms out there that are kind of following the same lead as YouTube, that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to start migrating over to them saying, I don't have time for this BS, you know, especially those that are, this is their only income is what they do online, you know. They don't have time to play those games. I mean, 3 to 6 months of not being able to monetize. If you're a big channel and you're pulling in big bucks, and there are some that do that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they can't go 3 to 6 months without pulling in that salary.
No.
So
and Bora Bora was asking if there's a way to block, or there is a way we can not allow super chats or that kind of thing.
Right.
Sometimes, unfortunately, there are those people that don't like PayPal or don't want to use PayPal or anything else. Right. It's just as easy for them to do that. So you don't want to punish them, you know. Because so it's kind of like, okay, well, you know, make it as, give people as many options as possible, and we just kind of live with the
I know there's been times when I've been in a chat on a live stream of somebody else, you know, that's like big, like 1 million people or whatnot, and they'll get super chats and stuff for like $1,000. It's like, holy crap. Yeah. It's like, why did you come to my channel and do that?
I'll be happy with 100. You can do it 10 times. Yeah. So anybody got any wonderful plans for Mother's Day? Yeah.
I love what Miss Darryl D says. Oh, darling, I'd pay you $100. Because I know what you look like for real. So yeah, I'd pay you $100 to do a strip. Even if
Yeah.
you are gay, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
We need to start start another platform. Yeah. I think what's really funny is that a very, very dear friend of mine and I, we both started down this sort of enlightenment journey about the same time.
yeah,
And as we grew in our abilities, we decided, yeah, okay, well, we're going to go online. And so I went the YouTube way, she went the TikTok way. And she's uh, she's doing a lot better financially on TikTok
yeah.
because
And I've been
she'll have
developing a
regular
following.
shows where it's okay, $5 you get one card, $10 you get two cards. There you go, real quick, two cards, do bang bang, message done, over, next. And
Wow. I might
yeah,
have to look into that. Holy crap. I mean, I'm on TikTok and I've got a pretty good following of people. I don't know, a couple hundred people. I don't know how many. But I just post my little daily affirmations on there. And because I haven't been able to figure out how to operate the damn thing, how to check
yeah,
messages and do all that other
yes,
stuff with it.
yeah, I know.
It's like I
I
don't
have an
understand.
account on there too, but I
I
haven't
don't
done it.
understand it. It was the same with Instagram. I've got an Instagram. And I can't figure out how to use it. So
Yeah.
I'll just post promos or something on it, or so it's there are programs that are designed for people that grew up doing this stuff.
Yeah.
So they get it, and I'm like, I don't understand what you're asking me. So I think in the long run, YouTube is just shooting themselves in the foot. They're going to lose business over it because it's not. I mean, it's me is one thing, but I've started since I put it out there and said something about it. I've had a lot of people come back and, oh yeah, I know so and so it happened to, or that happened to me, or Helen, Irish Granny Tarot. She's been put in YouTube jail like a couple of times.
Wow.
And she doesn't monetize. She doesn't monetize at all. They put her in there because, she reads books and she does synopses of really good books. And every now and again, they'll get a wild hair and they'll slap her down for, copyright material. And she's like, it's not like I'm reading the book.
Yeah.
I'm giving a synopsis of my interpretation of the book. And then she tries to get the author to come on and do an interview, which she's been fairly lucky at getting done. She's had some pretty big names come on for an interview, and most of them are tickled to death that somebody wants to talk to them,
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, so right now, TikTok, you got to be careful. We may not be allowed to use TikTok in the near future. I guess it depends on what the president does with that one. But I know there's Twitch. I've never been on it. I've heard of it.
No.
I know a lot of the younger people on YouTube use Twitch. Like they'll start out and they'll do like a partial live on YouTube for like 30 or 45 minutes. And then they say, okay, we're going to switch over to Twitch now so we can show you the whole thing or do the whole thing. And they'll stop the stream on YouTube and everybody shifts to Twitch. And it's
too
like,
technical for me.
Yeah, it's like I've avoided doing all that stuff because it's like that's a lot of work for, when I've already got something going here, I might as well just stick with it. And
exactly. And for
Miss Tarot D, that's the wrong one. It got boobs on the mind today.
Yes. Read cards. Yes.
Right boob, left boob, or center boob? Tell me which one.
Which one? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So for those of you that if you don't have a traditional child and you have fur babies, that's still a mom. If you
Oh,
don't have a
absolutely.
traditional child or a fur baby, you're a woman. I don't care how old you are, there is always the potential that at some point in time you have acted as someone's mother, even for a minute. Happy Mother's Day.
That's right.
Yeah, take it.
And if you're a single parent and you're a dad and you're doing it all by yourself, happy
Yeah,
Mother's Day, dads, because yeah,
yeah,
you know, you get to do all the stuff mom does, as
yeah,
well as all the stuff that dad does. And when
yeah,
Father's Day rolls around, I say the same thing to single moms. You get a
exactly.
happy Father's Day because you do both jobs. So,
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, this cracking down they've started doing on all of this, stuff doing digitally. I think a lot of the governments and big business are like, wait a minute, we're not making money off of this. We can't let them do that. How do we get our foot in the
What?
door?
The masses are trying to get ahead?
Yes.
Fools. Knock them down. Yeah,
Oh my
absolutely.
goodness.
Oh, well.
So Joe says, do they have OnlyFans tarot channel? That would be less restricted. What's OnlyFans? I don't even know what that is. I'm assuming it's maybe a gay site or a trans site or something. I don't know, Miss Tarot
Yeah.
D, you got to tell me what it is.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
OnlyFans make up to 100K a month. Holy
Where?
shit! I'm
What?
gonna go over there.
Yeah,
Okay,
where?
I'm
So
calling you in the morning. You've
it's
got
been a
talking to
slice
do.
pie. Yeah.
You hear me, Miss Tarot D? We talking tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're
That's
gonna have to
right.
fill me in on what this is.
Yeah. Yeah. Got to get the goods, man.
Oh
That,
my
yeah.
gosh, this
This,
is ridiculous. Although this week I did my first official face-to-face in real life reading, paid
nice.
reading. And turns out she
Excuse
works at
me.
the same university as me. We're
Ah,
one building apart from each other. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe you're that close. And she was so tickled to death to find somebody else here that kind of was on the same page as her.
yeah.
Because she's just starting to learn
Oh,
tarot
nice.
and just starting to open herself up to her gifts, and which I thought was fantastic. And it was funny because that morning before I left for work, because I did the reading after work, we just met in the library, and I was trying to figure out what decks to bring with me for her reading, and it was like I was sitting there going, okay, Spirit, what do I need to bring? What am I going to need to read? Because I didn't know what her questions were,
Yeah.
and I kept picking up this one deck, and then I'd go put it back, and then Spirit would say, go back and get that deck. And so it was like 5 times. I went, and at the 5th time, I was like, okay, fine, I'm bringing it. And it was an oracle deck, something with fairies. I don't remember, wisdom of the
Oh,
fairies or oracle of
yeah.
the fairies.
Messages from the fairies.
Something. I think it's
Oracle of the fairies.
oracle of the fairies. That's it.
This
Hold
one?
it up. I think that's it. Yep.
No.
That's it.
Oracle
That's
of
the
the
deck.
fairies.
And so I finally picked it up and I brought it. Now, she had questions and I did, a 5-card spread, and we went through all the cards, and I was like, wow, they were so on point. It was freaking me out how on point the cards were coming. And then I said, well, I'm feeling like I need to draw a couple of oracle cards for you. And so I had that deck and I had another deck that I brought, and I took them both out, and she lit up like a Christmas tree. She said, you got a deck with fairies on it? Oh, I love fairies. And I'm like, at that moment, I heard Spirit say it belongs to her. And so after I did the reading, I put them back in the box. I said, no, I said, this is a counterfeit deck. I bought it off of Temu before I found out that they were selling counterfeit decks. And I said, so I just, it's what I use day to day whenever I'm reading. I said, so it's not fancy, doesn't have a guidebook, but I can email you a copy of the guidebook. I got a PDF copy of it. I said, but this is yours now. And she was like, oh, you can't give me that. I said, yeah, I can. I said,
I just did.
Spirit was very persistent this morning. 5 times made me come back and get this damn deck of cards.
Yeah.
Because they knew it was for you.
Yeah.
And I said, so they're yours now. I said, enjoy them,
Yes.
And she was like, well, she's practicing and learning. And I found out we're going to have a metaphysical fair next month here in my city, like just down the road. I was like, I didn't know we did that here. And she said, yeah, they've been doing it for a couple of years now. You want to go? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. I said, normally I don't go to that stuff because there's nobody to go with, and I don't want to go by myself.
Yeah.
So now I got somebody to go with. I'm like, yeah, we got a date. We're going to go. And, and so she was like, well, when I get a little better, when I'm ready to practice reading on people, can I practice on you? I said, you sure can. I said, just give me a call. I'm right there. So we can meet at lunch, or after work, whatever. Just the sweetest lady in the world, we're very close in age. She's just a couple of years. I think she's a couple of years younger than me, actually. And and just she was just so tickled pink to have another progressive thinker that she knew, because she's like, I get so tired of not being able to express myself in that area. I said, yeah, I know. I said, believe me, I get it.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody the other day, I'll be glad when we get to the point where it's not, I'm a Democrat. Yes.
Yeah.
Where you're not like, hiding behind your hand when you say it.
Yeah. Well, hello, Michelle from Astrological Tarot, who joined us.
Hi, Michelle.
Here. And
we're in the wrong business.
Yeah.
$45 a month membership. Wow.
Yeah. And
right.
yeah, and she was saying earlier that it's a private thing where you
have to get invited to join or something.
No. I'm going to scroll up and read it because it was. Where is it now? No. She said it's a private channel that people buy membership. You can do anything on it. Some people just show feet and make so much money.
Oh, wow.
Hey, listen.
Hey, look at my feet if they want. I'm
$45 a month. Look all you want.
Yeah, I'll show you ingrown toenails and all. So, yeah. I've got to go get.
How do you like them? Freshly washed, a little dirty? What's your thing? Just.
I knew a girl, God, back.
Yeah.
Right after high school, who asked me, she was dating some guy, and she said, is it normal for your boyfriend to want to suck your toes? And I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
This is back in 79, 80, right? I'm like, suck your toes. I was like, that's gross. And she said, that's what I thought. But he wants to suck on my toes. And I'm like, well, I guess keep your feet clean. I didn't know what to tell her. I was just like, learn to shuffle cards with your feet.
Yeah. Oh, hey there. Yeah, there you go. There's a skill that you can put on your resume. Not only do I do this, but I can also
shuffle with my toes.
Oh my goodness.
Miss Tarot D says, think I'll call it tarot and toes.
Yes.
Oh my God, exactly. That's too funny.
Yeah.
I bet that guy's an OnlyFans member today. He may have been the one that started the damn thing.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Who
I don't
knows?
think I ever dated anybody that was strange, but I take that back. I have dated some strange people, but not in that way strange. More in just the like, woo, they're out there kind of strange.
Right, yeah.
Like, hello, what planet are you from? You're on Earth right
You know
now.
what? Yeah, there's something for everybody out there, and whatever it might be, someone has found a way to make $1 off of it. So, yeah.
Would you look what Debbie put?
My car worked because some guy kept. Yeah.
Oh my God.
All righty then. Yeah, no.
Well, maybe you should have just said, yeah, $1,000 per toe. Have at it. Cash in hand, pay up
Cash in
front.
hand, yeah. Pay first. No, I do not take checks. Thank you.
Yeah. Cash only. Oh my goodness.
When was the last time you wrote a check?
The other day for my rent. That's the only check I write.
Oh.
I write one check a month, and that's for the rent. Because everybody gives me, their share of everything. And I just go deposit it in the bank, and then I write a check. And it's the only check I write. It's
wow.
It takes me flipping forever to get through them, to get through a box of checks. And
I can't remember the last time that I wrote a check for anything.
Yeah.
I mean, everything that we do is, through online banking, e-transfer, whatever it might be. Like my bills, I pay my bills online.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, rent.
I do everything online. Everything's electronic.
Online.
I mean, when it comes to utilities and stuff, I just direct from my bank.
Yeah.
If it's anything I want to purchase or something, I run everything through my PayPal just to have that extra layer of security so they don't have access to my bank account directly. And because I've got PayPal and Venmo. I also have Zelle. I forgot about that one. And that's because one of our professors who now does only online stuff, who lives in another state, no less, every year for Christmas, he sends the 3 admins, he sends us $100 each for Christmas every year. And when he moved to North Carolina 2 Christmases ago, I get an email saying, I need you to open a Zelle account. I'm like, what? He says, so I can send you your Christmas present. You need to open a Zelle account.
Oh.
I'm like, what the hell is Zelle? He says, the link's in the email.
Yeah, just do it.
Just open it. And I'm like, okay. Because it used to be he would give us gift cards, like the very top tier gift card for Logan Farms, the honey ham place.
Yeah.
And it was like the most expensive gift card you could get. So you had your choice between turkey and ham, or steaks like filet mignons, or a combination of stuff. It just depends on what you want. And so those are about the same price. And then when he moved away, instead of dealing with that, he just started sending us money. And I will admit, our faculty are fairly generous at Christmas time. Nice. They will all like throw money in the till, and then they'll split it up between the 3 of us, and they'll give us each a card with cash in it. And so I usually make out with a couple $100 every year for Christmas, just from the faculty. It's like, that's kind of nice. Totally. A little bit of extra for Christmas time, but because I've worked for a lot of places that don't give you crap for Christmas. You even have to work on Christmas.
Yes, yeah.
At least we get 2 weeks off, so that's better than nothing.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. And okay, here's a good one to ask Michelle from Astrological Tarot, who is into all kinds of IT things. Michelle, what is Twitch?
It's I don't know. It's some kind of format, kind of like TikTok or Twitter, I think. But I
Yeah.
hear the young people, there's several of the music reactors, young people that react to different. I love it when they react to my generation of music because they just trip out. Like, I didn't know they had such good music back then. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, the further back you go, the better it was. But I know a bunch of
One
them have
night through.
accounts on Twitch, and they'll do a partial live on YouTube, where they have to be real careful what they show and how much of the song or movie or whatever they show.
Yeah.
And then they'll switch over to Twitch where there's no breaks, there's no copyright deal. You just get on there and do your thing. Kind of like with TikTok, they don't care. And so it's like, oh, okay. So I don't know. I've never even gone to Twitch. I keep saying I'm gonna go check it out, but I just haven't done it. And I know that there's what's the other? Mostly gamers use it, but I've been seeing some other content creators starting to use it. Discord. Have a
Discord.
Discord account. And the way my son explained it is you have like rooms where you set up different rooms for different things. Like for a gamer, they might have a room for 4 different games. They're going to have one room for each game,
Yeah.
so that people can go in and do that. So, there's options out there that I was aware of, sort of, kinda. Hi, Pat. But I never really looked into it closely because I was like, well, YouTube's working, so let's just focus on this. It's this I know. I understand how to work it pretty much. And so
I had one of the local groups that I belonged to a couple of years ago. The sort of the creator thought that one of the ways that it would be beneficial for us to communicate was through Discord. And I did set up an account, but I found it was really difficult to maneuver around. I was having issues with it. A number of other people said, no, it was fine. So I thought, okay, well, it's just me. Anyway, I ended up giving it up because I thought,
yeah, I
email
know my
works just
son and
fine.
my nephew tell me, "Oh, you should do Discord," and I'm like, it's like I'm learning YouTube. I don't want to have to learn something else. And then I started seeing a lot of people that do Patreon for their paid stuff, and they do YouTube for their non-paid stuff. Like they'll do their live streams and stuff on Patreon for paying members, and then like a week later they'll release it on YouTube and the edited version of whatever it was that they did. And so I'm like, oh well, I guess I need to seriously look into that now. I've got a Patreon page, it's just not active. So because I'm members on several different musical groups on Patreon. So I know one of them is the a cappella group Voice Play. I'm a patron of them. I think it's like $5 a month. And I get the videos about a week before they release them, and behind the scenes, blooper reels, all that kind of stuff, which is, I like that. I like being able to go in and see the bloopers and how they figured out how to do something that's maybe a cool effect or something, because they do all of their own stuff. They don't have a manager. They don't work under a company. They're free willing. They can do what they want to do, how they want to do it. And one of the members started his own studio. And so he and a former member run that. So that's where they do all their filming and everything. So, they do everything themselves and saves them a lot of money. That's money that just goes in their pockets. So, but I know several gamers that will use Patreon and Discord and like I said, Twitch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't
Joe
know.
had, yeah. Joe had a question about if we could read on this cyber security and how long
Yeah,
that's
let's do that.
we can absolutely. And I'll tell you, we have
I don't have any tarot cards.
local you know how you have Walgreens and you know the local drugstore kind of that is
The
in
chains, yeah. Walgreens,
chain.
CVS.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we've got one up here called London Drugs. And last week I had a thing come up on one of my tabs anyway, that London drugstores in Western Canada were shut down, effective immediately for an indefinite period of time. And it was like, what? Hello? They carry the only cat food that my cats will eat. So, you know, anyway, yeah, it was something to do with cybersecurity. And it took them about a day and a half to figure out what it was and to get it cleaned up and whatnot. But yeah, it shut them down in Western Canada.
Well,
that's cool.
there have been cities and stuff internationally,
Mhm.
companies and whatnot, that hackers have gone in and shut them down and like put all their stuff behind a locked page, and
Yes.
you'll get it back when you pay me
Yeah.
$1 million or whatever. Yeah. So it's like, you know, yeah, I mean, I work in computer science. I don't understand most of it, but I see what they're doing. I hear
Yes.
people talk about it. And so I know that we are advancing at a really fast clip as far as all of that stuff goes. And
Yeah.
yet we don't have the protective structures in place to protect people from it. You know, like when AT&T, well, before it was AT&T, when Ma Bell, you know, was the only phone company and you dealt with
Yeah.
her in that company, or you didn't have a telephone and there was
Yeah.
no getting around it. It wasn't until they broke it up and said, you can't have a monopoly. There has to be other companies that are allowed to come in.
Yeah.
Then they did the same with the cable companies. Although when Congress started changing rules on that, you started getting companies that were just, you know, anything goes. And let me go grab all I brought were my 30 cards. I didn't
30
get
cards.
regular.
Yeah. And the thing is, yet I get it, you guys. When I think when the internet first started and what it was used for was really good, and the more that people used it, I mean, it's like a lot of things in life, right? You don't realize that you have to put up guardrails in case someone might do something nefarious or whatnot. And you know, you carry on. You just one day after the next until something happens. Because with anything, any system, any company, there's always going to be that one person who just
There's always
they
somebody got to
want,
break the rules.
yeah, they want what you have, and they don't want to work for it. They just want to take what you have. So now, yeah, that, excuse me, trying to get cybersecurity and get security around systems that are vulnerable. It's a big job.
Yeah.
Hey, Mousy, haven't seen you for a dog's
Hey,
age.
Mousy.
Yeah,
And
where have you been
Chris.
hiding? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at this. How long this? Yeah.
What was the question exactly?
Cybersecurity.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I went blank for a minute. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
I forgot what we were reading on.
Yeah. And yes, Joe, I think it's always a good idea to have some cash on hand at all times,
Yep.
someplace that you can get it. If you can't get to the bank, if you can't get into your account or anything else, that you can go to the store and you could buy the bread and the milk and the whatever,
I keep
So
$100 bills stashed.
Yeah.
In my room and for emergencies.
Yeah.
And it's been the same bill that's been sitting in there for months and months and months because I don't use it. That's emergency.
That's emergency.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, there have been times when I've been tempted. I get
Yes.
paid in 2 days. Go ahead and use some of it. Like, no. Sure enough, if you do, then it's, something's going to happen. And
yeah, exactly. Okay, what do we got? Hey, Garden Genie.
Hi, Garden Genie.
Yeah. This is a concern for not only a lot of people, but a lot of governments, a lot of countries, and so on. And it's because naturally money is involved, and this is something that we have done to ourselves. We have allowed this to happen, right? I think it is going to change, and what's going to have to change is there's going to have to be an agreement between companies where it's not going to pay off. You have to take away the incentive. Right now, the incentive is, I lock down your website, you pay me, or your website is gone. Well, if you take away, if you have systems in place so that really you're going to take down my site, take it. It's yours. Take it. You take away that incentive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then why am I going to spend, days, weeks, hours, however long it takes to break into something when I'm not going to get anything out of it? That's the part that we're going to have to work on, is to ensure that there's things in place that we can do that. So,
and that there are systems in place so that
yes,
when someone attempts to do that, it sets off the alarms.
Yes.
And everybody's like, whoa, stop.
Yeah. And there has to be severe consequences for those that do that, right? And even to the point that I think if you're a bad guy outside the country and you're doing that, then there should be sanctions against the country, right? Like, police your own people. Your people are doing it, right? Police your own people. So I think having to work together with temperance and coming to some agreements where there is not going to be any reward, so that we can get out of this situation that we have made for ourselves. Right?
Mm-hmm.
There's going to have to be a lot more trust in the people that we're working with, that we're dealing with, because this is a worry for everyone.
Yeah.
Right? It's not just one. It's
if they hack into the water system in your state and they decide to put poison through your water, you could wipe out a whole state and then some.
Yeah.
Before you even pick up the phone and tell somebody, hey, I hacked into your water system. Then it's too late, or a power grid or gas pipelines, or I mean, we've all seen movies on that stuff.
Well, we thought that they were fantasy movies, and apparently they were a little closer to home than we realized, right?
Yeah.
And yes, China and Russia are very much involved in that, entertainment purposes only. India to a large extent as well, but it's
and we screwed up when we quit making our own stuff and dealing with our
Yeah.
own stuff. When we started shipping it offshore,
Yeah.
that's when America screwed up, because if they decide they're going to shut down production of this or quit making that,
Yeah.
it's going to put a lot of people in major hurt, because we don't make it here. We don't even have the factories set up to even try to make it here. They've
Yeah.
closed all of them down. They're all a bunch of rusty, empty buildings.
Yeah.
So,
That's what it is. Yeah.
did you read your cards? All your cards?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Well, I started with the Fool, because we're being foolish by not thinking this stuff through and taking the proper steps to deal with it. And then I drew the Lovers. I thought, well, that's kind of weird. And then I started thinking about it, and it was like, well, actually, no, because we are so married to the electronic system now.
Yeah.
I mean, I get people who tease me and laugh at me at work because I print out a hard copy of everything. Yet 6 months ago, when everybody got an email from our purchasing department saying we had a system crash and we've lost the copies of everybody's report that they send in every month for the company credit card. If you have any information from your stuff, can you send it to us? Scan and send it to us so we can kind of fill in the holes.
Yeah.
Our school, I mean, we're in the College of Sciences, but we're the School of Computing and Informatics. And we have 3 departments within that school.
Yeah.
But all of them run their expense reports through me. They bring them to me, email them to me, whatever. I get the signatures needed, get it sent off to where it needs to go. I make a hard copy of everything that comes through my office. And when we got that email from purchasing 6 months ago, and everybody was freaking out and my God, I don't keep any of that. I'm like, yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it. I was the only one out of all the colleges and departments and schools and whatnot within the university. I was the only one that had everybody's paperwork.
Yeah.
And was able to send it to them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You need that? Sure. Not a problem. They're like, how'd you have that? I said, because I make a hard copy of everything. Nothing leaves my office
Old
without
school.
making a copy of it.
Old
That's it.
school. Yeah.
And I ended with the Sun.
Yeah.
So, there's just so much good to come out of where we're at electronically, digitally. It's opened up the world in a way that most people never could have imagined. I mean, you and I are sitting here having a conversation, looking at each other, and we're in 2 different countries.
Yeah.
Thousands of miles apart,
Talking with people that are, around the world.
Yeah, with are on the other side of the world and the day ahead of us, So the potential is there for so much good to come out of it. But we don't have the proper restraints in place to protect us from it at the same time. And people a lot smarter than us, we're figuring out, I can make a fast buck, let's do it this way.
Yeah.
It's like, if you put half that effort into just working, you'd probably be a millionaire, but as you're a thief.
A lot of companies, especially even the larger companies, even though they realize that there is a need for security, and Michelle, you can please correct me if I'm wrong on this. I don't think that they give it as much importance as they should. It's like playing the actuarial Monopoly game. Well, worst case scenario is we get shut down and we might have to pay $1 million to get our site back. But it's going to cost us $3 million in order to put all these things in place. The chances of us getting hacked are maybe 33%. So, it's like they play the numbers game not to do what they should be doing. Whereas if you say, yeah, okay, I'll spend the 3 million now, and I'm going to put things in place so I don't have to worry about the percentages. I don't have to worry about, someone taking over my site and me having to pay to get it back. I've got things in place. I've got the insurance. It's like
And
having.
don't think it hasn't happened. There's American cities that's happened to.
Absolutely.
Hospitals that have been shut down.
Yes.
They can't even give patients medications because they don't know what goes to whom.
Exactly.
It's like,
exactly. Yeah. Take the make it so that it's not financially feasible. It costs them too much money to try to break into a system or whatnot.
And this is where having a younger Congress becomes so important.
Yes.
Because when they have tried to have meetings and stuff on it, you have these people that don't comprehend what it is the experts are trying to tell them.
Yeah.
And they can't fathom what it is they're being told.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay,
yeah,
this is up and this is down and this is in the middle. They don't get it, because
yes,
they're all over the place with it. So
yeah,
it's no, Michelle, you're right. Our government doesn't understand computing at all.
Yes.
And those that do tend to get shut down by those that don't, because they come from the old school. If I don't understand it or know what it is, then I need to hate it or fear it. And it's like,
and it's not just your government, it's our government up here as well. I think it's a lot of governments that
it's happened a lot worse across the ocean in European countries and stuff.
And I think I think that for the good hackers, I think, and it would be a good idea, really and truly, if a company was able to hire a hacker when they come up with something and say, here you go in there, break it, find every loophole, find everything, and allow them with the skills that they have to go in there and point out where those things are, and then pay them for that instead of making their life miserable because they pointed out the truth.
Yeah, our IT department for the whole university, they've started doing these sending out mass emails to everybody in the email system to see if you're going to catch it that it's not a legit email.
Yes.
They just sent one like a week and a half ago, right after I got back from California. And I think somebody said it was like 90% of the people in the university flunked it and they opened it because that's how real it looked. All the letters were there, the colons and forward slashes were in the right place, and it's like everything was spelled correctly, and I don't remember now, it was some little nitpicky thing that was the trigger that I didn't even see it, just went right over my head. I was like, oh crap. So, but at least it was a test and it wasn't a real hacking. Wired is a good magazine, Michelle. I know most of our faculty have a subscription to that, and I think Lewis used to have a subscription to it at one time when he was doing that kind of work, just to stay on top of things. But he hates doing computer work. So he was so glad when he finally got the nerve to say, this isn't working out, I'm leaving. And and it was hard on me because I was like, dude, you're gonna have to come up with some way to make money, because
I can't do it for you.
I can't cover you.
Yeah.
And And then that's when, right about the time that happened, because he gave his notice on like a Friday. That was it. He wasn't coming back. And it was over that weekend that he got the call from the guy running the club where he's doing sound engineering for a job that he had applied for like 6 months prior. And the guy called him up and said, are you still interested in a job? You know, he was like, yeah, that's what I want. So,
Yeah.
And I've never seen him so happy in a job. I mean, when
Perfect.
somebody gets up and goes to work when they're sick as a dog, that's when
Yeah.
you know they're in the right job.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's how much it means to them, you know. And
all righty.
But yeah, I mean, they've got to figure out ways to be able to police it without taking away our free access and our ability to communicate, you know, and therein lies the rub. If you start putting in parameters, people start getting pissed off because, well, I could do that yesterday. Why can't I do it today? Well, because the law changed. But, you know, yeah.
Totally. Okay.
Very much so.
Well, listen, it's been an hour and 11 minutes. 1:11.
Yeah. 1:11.
So, and yeah. So I don't know if I can probably maybe do another 10 minutes because I'm starting to
droop. I am too.
Starting to droop. Yeah, I had Allie's dream class was this morning, and then I had the Achieving Union get together this afternoon, and then did the Real Psychics YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, Real Psychics. Okay.
Yeah, that and yeah, I'm in my jammies. Like, you know, I thought I'll come on and say hello before I take off.
You weren't expecting Sherry to lasso you and rope you in. Yeah.
No.
I normally have my PJs on, but I told Barbara that yesterday that because I was going to wear it yesterday, and she had sent me a message. Did you wear your shirt? And I was like, no, I didn't. I forgot. Actually, and I wore something else. And when I got home, I wasn't going to change clothes, and because I had Jeff from Tarot Ass Backwards was a guest. And I was like, I know I read with somebody yesterday. Who was it? I don't remember anymore. So I didn't, and I'd forgotten, and I wasn't wearing it. I told her I'm going to wear it tomorrow night so everybody can see it. So I did. So I'm not in my PJs, but I'm one bra clip away from being in my PJs.
Stand back.
Yep, exactly.
When this thing blows, stand back.
That's it. When it goes, it's gonna get you all. So
yeah.
Hey
Arlene, I haven't seen you.
Hi, Arlene.
Either.
So
I hope everybody has a great Mother's Day tomorrow. And even if you're not a mom, you're a woman.
Happy
So
Mother's Day anyway.
Yeah,
there's probably somebody you take care of in some way, shape, or form. Your boss, your coworker.
Did you water a plant? Guess what? You're a mom.
There you go. Does your boss depend upon you to make sure he gets everywhere on time? You're a mom.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my son is taking me out for brunch tomorrow. So
that sounds like fun.
Yeah, I'm looking. Oh, I got to tell you a story before we go. I got to tell you a story.
Good. I like stories.
Yeah. This was, probably about 2-3 weeks ago. It was on the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure which. And both of us slept in. Both of us got up late and puttering around. And I said, I'm hungry. And he says, yeah, I'm hungry too. I said, well, let's go out for breakfast. So, yeah, Didn't take much convincing. Off we go. And we're going to go to this great little breakfast place that's not too far from us. So we order our food. We're waiting for a meal. We're having a lovely conversation when this woman comes in with her grandson. And she has announced her presence at the very beginning of the restaurant at the door. And everyone in the place must know who she is as she makes it to her table, which happened to be directly across from us.
Oh, no.
And yes, she's just, so we thought, okay, well, good thing, food's going to come, we'll eat. We're not planning on spending the afternoon there. Well, the waiter comes by. Can I take your order? And she starts off with, yes. And what's your name? Oh, your name's Sean. Oh, Sean. Okay. Well, Sean, she starts placing the order. Now it's just her and this grandson, who I think is probably about 4 or 5 years old.
Oh, my goodness. That's a fun age.
It is a fun age. It's a great age. So the order that she placed for the two of them, both Chris and I we kind of stared at each other because she ordered enough food, I swear to you, that a family of 6 could have eaten. And yes,
a little bit hungry, are we?
And we'll have this, and we'll have this, and we would like a double order of bacon and a double order of sausage, and we're going to do a double order of this, and with this. Anyway, I was flabbergasted. I thought, where are you going to put all this food? And then she says, oh, and by the way, I would like an intravenous fill of coffee.
Yeah.
So the guy takes the order and he walks away, and he comes back with, I don't know whether it was a juice or something. And again, she's very loud and thanking him for this. And by the way, did I mention, could I get some cottage cheese to go? Can we get a side order of cottage cheese? When the food arrived, Sherry, if it wouldn't have been rude to take a picture, I'd have taken a picture. Because
I'd have figured out a way to take a picture regardless.
I mean, they didn't bring the food out on a plate. It was on a platter. It was on a platter. And they put it. And yeah, this little 5-year-old, I mean, yeah, he had some sausage and he had some bacon. And the one thing that he wanted more than anything else was watermelon. So, Sean, can we get some watermelon? Do you think Anyway, it was, for what I thought was going to be annoying, turned out to be rather entertaining, in that Chris and I were looking at each other like, she can't possibly eat all that. What you going to do with all that?
She's gonna bag it up, bring it home, and the kids got something to eat the rest of the day. She doesn't have to cook.
The rest of the week, it was incredible. Like I said, if I could have figured out how to take a picture without it being rude, I would have. And then it would have been, oh, y'all, look at this. One woman and a 5-year-old child.
Oh, my beer. Let me show you something.
Yes. Yeah, it was too funny.
That's too funny. Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Oh, I needed that. I had such a shitty week. I needed to laugh. That's why I think I took out all of my fun cards tonight. It was like, I can't deal with serious tonight.
No.
Let that stuff go tonight. It's time to just laugh all night long. So
exactly.
Although the weekend's been fairly good, but the week was from hell. So.
Yeah. Well, it gets better. It does.
It does. Yes, it does get better.
Yeah.
It does get better.
I can look outside. I still don't see nothing through the cloud cover. So
I don't either. I'm getting ready to go sneak for a smoke if I
make
sure the cat's nowhere near the door.
There
She's
you
in
go.
Hinkel, and she's got like 3 gentlemen callers that hang out outside
Oh,
my bedroom window, and they sit and they meow at each other. There's 2 gray tabbies that look just like her. One and they're all bigger than her. You know, they're all big, well-fed cats, so I don't think that they're strays per se.
yeah.
But one looks like maybe it was the mama, and the other one looks like it might have been the sister or something, or the brother or whatever. And then there's a solid black cat that's been hanging out there. Beautiful black cat. And they sit out there and they meow, 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 meow. And I had to open my bedroom window because my windows go almost all the way down to the floor.
Oh,
And
wow.
so I opened the bottom up about 6 inches, just enough room she can sit up in the window. She sits in the window and here in my space, and they're outside the window, and they just all having this conversation. The other night I was like
I'm not
3:30 in
allowed.
the morning, and I'll wake up to it's like, okay, guys, it's time to go to bed.
Yes.
Talk tomorrow, but it's time to go to
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah. During the day when it's light outside.
Yeah, no, I don't know where they go during the day because they disappear. But the minute
They're
it gets
busy
dark,
sleeping. They sleep during the
they
day.
sleep
That's
during
when
the
they
day so they can roam at night. But yeah, so if I want to
Yeah.
go out late at night for a cigarette, I have to make damn sure she's nowhere near the door, or she'll knock me down to get out the door and go run off with them.
Of course.
I'm like, that's all I need are kittens. No, we don't need to do that.
No.
I
No.
keep saying we'll go get her fixed, and I just haven't had the extra money for it. I guess I got that extra 100 I got stashed, but it's like I don't want to touch it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like the minute I do, I'm gonna need something. It's
Yeah,
desperate.
exactly.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
you
No.
know. But yeah, well, this is fun. I'm glad you came on with me.
Yeah, me too.
I needed the giggles. So
Good. Good. I'm glad. It's what I do. It's what I do.
yeah, I know the lady I did the reading with this week. I was like, it's so great. I said, because now I have friends that think and feel about things the same way I do.
Yeah.
I said, but they're all over the world, which is cool. 20 years ago, it wouldn't have been possible. 10 years ago, it probably wouldn't have been possible.
Yes.
But I said, but it's even better when connections, and boom, there's somebody right next to you. And you're like, oh, wow, we're right here.
Oh, I know.
We're not just in the same state. We're in the same city at the same job.
Yeah.
In the same company, so.
Yeah, that's right. Look out your window. That's me waving at you.
Yep. Well, we could almost, but her building has between her building and my building are 3 ginormous historical live oak trees that belong to the Historical Arbor Society. And so they block everything in between. They even have some of them where the branches are so old and have come down so low that they have supports built under them to hold them up so they don't break off, But about a little over half of our live oaks on campus all belong in the Historical Arbor Society. They're so old. And because our university, which started out as kind of like a trade school type thing, I don't know, whatever it was back in the day, but that was like in the mid 1800s.
Wow.
Yeah, so our university's been around for a long time. And so that's kind of cool. And it's changed names and the type of school it was numerous times over the years, but yeah, that's kind of cool. So
nice. Nice.
Well, thank y'all for coming tonight.
Yes.
And allowing us to just be silly and goofy and laugh. Yeah. I needed that more than anything else.
Good. Glad it all worked out. Yeah.
Tomorrow afternoon is Mastering Mental Wellness with Isaac, and we will be discussing mirror work. That's what
Nice.
won the poll, was mirror work. So
Nice.
I got to look up some information on that,
Perfect.
which I didn't get to today because I was working on promos all day. And so trying to catch up on stuff. It's like, when I went to California, it's like I threw my whole schedule off, and I'm so behind everything that I can't seem to catch up. So
I know. I get you.
all right,
Oh,
y'all. Well,
anyway. Yes,
thank you.
thank you for being here. Oh, my nose is
If
itchy.
you would like to support us in any way, our information is below, and Marina can probably throw her PayPal in the chat, and y'all can just
Yeah.
click the link and follow through, and
It's easy. PayPal me / Heart Center Tarot.
Oh,
That's it.
easy. Yeah.
Easy.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
There you go.
Anyway, well, thank you. Thank
Good
you.
night, everybody.
Played.
Thank you, Marina, for coming on and keeping me company. And
My pleasure.
thank y'all for keeping us company. And thank you for just letting us be goofy. Sometimes we just need a goofy night.
Yes. All right. See you later.
All right, everybody. Y'all have a great day.
Bye.
Happy Mother's Day.